Can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Tar Heels will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He'll start this drive firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots, stay on the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the 3rd snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with a completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They started this drive with a big play, but nothing since. Now staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Singleton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Russell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on, hard to get him to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said you never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Lopez to pass. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
The Tigers will snap it on first and 10. Motion from the back. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Coming up, 4th down.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's loose. The 20. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UNC!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Marshall was anything but dominant, but the Thundering Herd are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Con. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. Crosses the 30. He's going. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook. Everything I have to use. I like all these.
And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A run for the quarterback. It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run the sneak for it.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Snap it to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina. The defense putting points on the board. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab on the right. Here he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Russell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Lopez wants to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Goss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to throw on third. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The offense changing the play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Lopez to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gauze. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Russell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it. Turning it on! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice run to get it out to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Lopez wants to fire. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Tiger. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Russell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Direct snap. Got room to work. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
They're dealing with a second and long. He might want another play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Singleton. Gets away from one, finds room. Oh, touchdown Auburn! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
It's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome. But this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll send the back in motion. Lopez to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's gone. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
He's brought down at the 36-yard line.
And the Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Quarterback making checks. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Turns it on at midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Russell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Try to get it to the edge. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's going to run it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get out.
He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third down, he drops to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. This time it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing, understanding I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
The Tar Heels will have it first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And he dropped it. Oh, what a missed opportunity. Nobody around. Just had too much time to think about it. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits zero. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after three. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
21.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Leaves it with the back. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Henderson. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. This time he's got it. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Auburn going to work with another first down. Now on the move. Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. The heat to make a stop here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He wants it all. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go with a direct snap. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Russell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Lopez wants to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker.
Get set, get set.
Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Looking for the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. Bunch formation for these receivers. Lopez to pass. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. and he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Part in the backfield, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Going to sling it on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. The play action fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but not.
The fake, and he wants to throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with the victory. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Russell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they did tack on the extra point.
56, North Carolina.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After this, it'll be a wrap. Power football with the run. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over.